Helldivers, Thornton here, and today we're going to be talking about a brand new bug type, a flying bile dragon that seems to be in the files, along with the Gloom coming back. We're going to go over all of that. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
All right, so fellow Helldivers, if you saw the announcement the other day that came with the Stalwart Stratagem, it does very clearly say that High Command has ordered a short-term expedition to 4E Prime within the outskirts of the Gloom to exterminate 5 million Spore Burst Warriors. Obviously, this is going to be pretty hard to do, but it does look like the Gloom is back. We're on the outskirts of it, and we're going to be going into it very soon. We went over some subtitles the other day about how we have the Great Expeditionary Fleet Yard, which is going to be the first manned site established in Gloom-infested space. There's also 3 new cities coming in with New Hope, New Aspiration, New Yearning, and then also a top-secret site where augmentations to the DSS are constructed at Pandora Base. This is all very exciting, but with going back to the Gloom, it's likely we're going to see new enemy types. The question is, what other things are we going to see while we are in the Gloom? And there was this image posted of the Bile Titan, and well, it's got some extra limbs there, as you can see, which has a lot of people speculating, what could this possibly be? We've seen evolutions of the Brood Hunters and so on and so forth, but a Bile Titan evolution has a lot of people very interested. Now, it is important to note, there were a couple of things found by this user Grandwalker Avada Terra, which is for the bugs that are not out yet. One is the Bug Dragon, Dust Devils, Predator Brood, Predator Stalker, and Predator Hunter, which are actually in the game right now, and Gloom-related Terminids, which are also in the game. This was posted on the 14th, meaning that the 2 remaining ones are Bug Dragon and Dust Devils. Now, Dust Devils is actually a planetary modifier from everything I know. It's basically like a giant tornado. Dust Devils in real life are actually pretty small, but this one, from everything I've been hearing, is going to be a pretty large one. The other one is the Bug Dragon, which, I mean, if we go back to that picture of the Bile Titan, it's a little likely that this could be what it is. It has those 8 limbs in the back actually coming out of the side, almost as if they are a form of wings. And this could line up, as Iron Sights did let us know, that the dragon can burrow into the ground, but also the dragon is extremely large. Think Hive Lord status. When this unit comes into the game, it's supposed to be a boss-like enemy. We might not actually get Hive Lords first, it might be the Bug Dragon. And it has a couple of abilities listed as well. It has Fly, Burrow, Unburrow, Start Dive, End Dive, Crash, seems to dive into the ground at high speed, and Bark. And it has more abilities than the Shrieker. It cannot open a bug breach as of when he had found this. This goes all the way back to May, so it looks like Arrowhead has actually been working on this new enemy type for a while, and I personally think the Bug Dragon is going to be the Bile Titan evolution instead of something smaller like a Shrieker, because again, Iron Sight said it's very large, so this seems to line up. Stored right here, let us see the present settings for Bugs, Super Predator, and a bunch of game files for it right now. And it says this is an icon for the galactic map like the DSS logistics hubs, and it is for Bugs, Super Predators, also possibly the Hive Lord, giving more credence to the idea that Hive Lords are right around the door. Along with that, Shmo let us know that there are going to be bugs that have evolved into prototype of hunting bugs. They move extremely fast and create hallucinations, so we might be tripping out just a little bit, and there are going to be enemy attacks that kind of, you know, make it harder to play through and stuff that we haven't seen in the game before. There's also going to be the bugs here have evolved into nurse bugs. These bugs have tough armor and are difficult to kill, and there's also bugs that have evolved into acid spewers. These will shoot acid balls at you from a distance, although I'm pretty sure those are kind of already in the game. But the hallucinogenic bugs make me very interested. Iron Sights gave further clarification, letting us know that it's a Terminid sub-faction or brood, same with Jet Brigade. They've been in the file since release. Predator broods are cloaked bugs that can induce hallucinogenic effects. The cloaked bugs are already one of my least favorite to go against. They kill me very, very quickly, so now to know that they can also make us hallucinate is going to be a whole new level of difficulty coming to Helldivers 2, and I'm excited to see what the team at Arrowhead has planned. Now, there are some subtitles here listed. Scour a surface where we apply maximum obstruction to the Terminid infestation on this planet that will undoubtedly push back the Gloom, so we will be able to fight out against it. And then interestingly, there is one called Root Out Hives. We cannot rule out the possibility that the Gloom is coming from beneath the ground, destroy all subterranean structures in the area, from nests to nurseries, coal spawn, eradicate the specific number of adult Terminids and pre-adult Terminids, sometimes called eggs. Now, some of that we've already seen in game, but it does make me think that because it's coming from beneath the surface, well, we are getting the big setup to our first boss fight in Helldivers 2, which finally making their way over. There were 3 unique ones in each faction, and I think honestly the one on the left is the one we see the first, which is going to be the Hive Lord. We've seen these actually in game, the Hive Lord husks, all over the map. They are giant behemoths that will absolutely test our skill as Helldivers. and give us a challenge more than anything else, which is something I think we need right now. Level 10 difficulty has been here for a while, and there just hasn't been something to really challenge the Helldivers' might and superiority after we received all those recent buffs and nerfs. So to go ahead and add in some new enemy faction boss types, I think is definitely going to be the move and would be something very cool to see. There's also some really cool stuff put up by former developers of Arrowhead, if I'm not mistaken. They showed off how they did the whole render of the Super Earth Bomber, but they also showed this little gameplay clip that you can see right here. There's not much to it, but it's interesting to note that the file name is actually called Legendarium. And while they are shooting the samples, as this may have been like an early test for it, Legendarium is actually the material or the sample that goes into the Platoon system, meaning that this was something that was worked on for the Platoon system coming out in the very near future, and we might be closer to it than we formerly thought. All that being said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thornton Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll the clips.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Requesting air support.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Another sweeping victory for Super. Sweet liberty! Calling down. Yes, no!
Let me know down below, guys, what are your thoughts on a flying bile dragon and more Terminate upgrades. Also, don't forget to check out my new outdoor channel right here. That's also in the pinned comments. Until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.